Okay, I'm gonna turn that back on and then... Oof, ow. Let's do a little bit of practice of this first, and then, yeah. Buenas, ¿qué tal? No. No way. Here we go. Jo, hast du da. I got world record yesterday. I did not. I didn't even get the PB. Today for sure. There's a good chance. I added a new skip to the repertoire. Come on. Dude. Okay. Come on. Like some dust in there.
Victor in Moritz's stronghold of evil. This is where we wrong the rights and sweep the past under the rug.
Isn't that any percent route? I'm doing it for just to practice, just to get in there. You use Cortex in it in Hundo, yeah. It saves almost a minute. It's like 50 some seconds. It's a pretty massive time save. Yo, Ollie. Almost failed that. Cool. Really bad movement. Got it still. No. That should work. But am I not? I didn't think so. I was too far to the right, and I'm not very good at compensating the angle if I'm too far to the right. Damn it. Oh, come on. That would not have gotten the red gem. Damn. Oh, come on, man. Eh. I think that would have gotten the red gem. I'm not sure. Oh. Muscle memory kicked in from the old controller. That should have gotten the red gem, yeah. I turned. I still got it? Okay. Okay. I fixed how I... Really? You're a bitch. That should get the red gem. Come on, Cortex. I don't have to worry as much with that. Okay, I'll be able to make the fast cycle. Good. There we go. That's a little bit far to the left, I think. Yeah, I failed it. As long as I'm identifying when I'm failing it, I don't really mind. Because as long as I have the sense of knowing when I'm gonna fuck it up, is like basically the thing that matters more than just like getting it every time. My brain needs to understand when I'm gonna mess it up, because if it doesn't, then I'm not gonna get the trick when it matters. I might not get this. Okay, no, I'm fine. Too far. Come on, dude. I don't know why Crash wasn't turning. Wait. Pretty behind on the cycle. I'll be fine. Probably. I'm surprised. Okay. Nope. I bought a new adapter. The OGX Live, which is supposedly got like really good input delay. Okay, I'm gonna do something I basically never do, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm gonna practice the final boss. Yo, Pete. Okay. Damn it. I was probably like one shot off. I was 4 shots off. So what I did wrong was I was supposed to be here. Yes, I played the Cortex Castle Challenge mod. Also, this is the best strat. Oh, look at this. Ow, my back. Okay, we'll do this one more time and then I'll do runs. I don't feel like I need practice anywhere else. What? You don't really... I don't... This is not something I need to practice. It's just that I'm doing it for the sake of time because it's faster to do this than it is to go through Rock Slide. Fuck you. There we go. I don't know why Athena's barking and it's annoying me. I still cannot remember the angles for that.
Stronghold of evil. This is where we wrong the
You better not end up doing this for like 20 minutes. You fucked up your foot yesterday? Damn. No more walks for you, I guess. Or copyright streaming, or copyright streams. But how'd you end up doing that? At least 6 weeks, damn. Oh, you bastard. I'm probably not gonna be able to do this with Athena barking so damn much. I had to adjust. Last tape. Oh shit. That's gotta hurt. But fuck me. I knew something was gonna happen. September 2024, true. That's just a factor getting older. I'm probably gonna have to go upstairs and tell Athena that there's fucking nobody there. Okay, I will be able to do the fast cycle. Because you looked at your phone. That's good. Hey, being able to identify that kind of shit in mid run is like crazy. But like you would look at that like, whoa, damn, he messed up, and I'm like, wow, I could have died. Yo, Kim, what's up? I had to sleep for like 10 hours today. Actually, it was more than that. I think it was like 14. I went to bed at like 8. And, all my holidays going? Eh. My body's been acting up. Okay, let's see here. There we go. Nice. Come on. There we go. Yo, Brendo. I mean, I got a good controller. And it was pretty cheap too. Yo, Abdul. Am I practicing? I am practicing, yeah. I'm about to do runs. I can't remember, but I think if I... Yeah. That one's not good for doing that. Clearly. Okay. Now this is how you're supposed to do the Cortex section. Very good. That's how you're supposed to do it. Oh, what the hell? How did I run out of ammo? Maybe I was shooting too fast. Huh. I did shoot a little too much. So I lost basically all the... Okay. Time for runs. Thanks for the good luck. There's a new implemented strat in Cavern now. Thanks for the small stonks. Why am I going up against my best split times? Oh, neat. I lost about a half a second there. Nice, there we go. Why is she barking? The thing is gone. It was probably just the garbage truck. I don't know why she's continually barking. She's pissing me off. Yeah, I didn't think I was getting that. Movement's okay. I'm just glad I'm feeling better today over the past couple of days. The past couple of days I've been pretty bad. Why am I doing that? I'm not doing... I'm not doing Cursed Splash. I don't need that. Checkpoint. Since I'm not doing Cursed Splash. Huh. Is that really almost the best egg? I don't think I made it in though. I made it in. Cool. Alright. Who wants to see the new strat? The entire time I play Twins? Not the entire time, just most of the time. I'm not making it. Nope. No way I got it. No way I fucking got it. I got lucky. I was really far back. I wasn't supposed to make it. I just proxied. And all that time I was gonna save. I mean, I think I saved like 5 seconds, but I'm still gonna lose time because I failed thrower strats unless I bounce here. And I almost did. There's no way I almost made that. Wait a second, hang on. Does the strat might not even save time. What the fuck? Okay, well, I'm glad I lost speed there, otherwise I would have lost my mask. Okay, yeah, I have a little speed, good. Okay.
Well, a power crystal.
Why the hell am I getting another text? Job with almost no preparation. Oh no, it will always need to have preparation. That is not a strat you're gonna get without setting it up. No way.
Yes, the crystal is mine.
It's precise. And the way Twinsanity's mechanics work, it's never gonna be you can't do it that way. That's just not how the game's physics work. The game's physics will never allow you to do that. It is extremely precise. Okay, so I saved back some of the time. Ooh, almost died there. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. This is really bad. A lot of things in Twinsanity are deceptive with how, precise they are, because if you're not precise enough, you will fail the trick, even if it looks like it was free. And that trick that I did in Cavern, like, it looks like it should be, free. It is absolutely not free. I messed it up and just got lucky. Yo, Juandi. Oh, I didn't get the long jump there. Neat. Jump. What? Okay. And that sucks. Supposed to be saving tons of time here, not like small amounts of time. I lost time. Damn. Yesterday I had a near perfect, Yesterday I had a near perfect totem. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get the same level of execution, but yeah, that's about to be expected, to be honest. Okay. Wasn't high enough. Wait, here we go. Wait, here we go. I didn't get the long jump. Okay. I think I'll be fine. Cool. Zero lag. All right. Whoa. Almost overshot it. Damn it. It's fine, because they still have to wait a cycle anyways. I haven't been able to figure out a means to catch that cycle yet. But... Go through Twins casually? Not really. I mean, I'll play it, but I'm not usually playing it just for fun. I'm usually like either glitch finding. I play this way regardless of whether I'm speedrunning or not. So like all the like slide jumps and tech that I do, I still do when I'm playing casually. In quotation marks, I don't really play casually. I'm mostly, if I'm playing through, I'm mostly playing through to find new shit. I've seen most of what this game has to offer. There's no point in me playing without doing any speed tech or anything. Ah, fuck. I threw him early, but it should be fine. Yeah, that is a tough angle, but it's not an impossible angle. There we go, got it. Hopefully that answers your question. But messed up. Come on, don't start moving. Come on, get on his head. Get on his head. Oh my fuck, Crash. Crash, you fucking cock. There you go. Thought I wasn't too close. Ooh, okay. That's not a mistake I usually make. What the f- Oh, fuck off. Damn it. I was trying to turn. Hang on. Okay. That was indeed important, but not for this, not for, the same reasons.
I'm gonna get ya.
My great aunt is holding dinner at her house. On Christmas Day. Yeah. The unfortunate part about Twinsanity is that, unlike some of the other games that I have done speedruns of, playing casually in Twinsanity doesn't offer that much. Once you speedrun the game and you've done enough glitch hunting in it, there's not much that the game offers. Like Sonic Adventure DX, for example, I can still kind of... I mean, I'll still do all the speed tech, but just going in and playing the game casually, there's a lot that game has in its levels. Twinsanity, the only thing it really has is gems and a couple of enemies. It's fun to speedrun when the game isn't constantly trying to lock you out of being able to run it. Like, I like this category because this category really kind of, doesn't hold you down too much. You find yourself doing nut skip? Yeah. All that content? The content wasn't finished. That's the problem with the whole argument of, like, if they had all the undeleted content, well, the content wasn't finished. If it were finished, it'd be in the game. It would be a mess. I think the only thing that may not count towards that would be Gone a Bit Coco. I think Gonna Bit Coco would be the only one that wouldn't, that wouldn't really matter too much. Because if I remember correctly, it was mostly complete. But everything else was not complete. If they didn't delete the stuff, you would have an incomplete, buggy mess of a game. I guess that's like a common misconception about removed content, is that removed content isn't always, removed content isn't always just like, finished content. I've said that, I've said many times before, and the story doesn't really matter. Oh, like, it is to keep somebody engaged, as far as motivation goes, but everything else, who cares? Like, if they completed most of their ideas, it would be a totally different game. And it would be pretty cool to be able to play that with the, with how the current mechanics work, outside of maybe like a more fixed hover. I don't know how I made that, but okay. I don't know how I made that, but okay. Okay. Dude. I mean, I didn't make it in, I don't think. You know what would be insane? What if I, like, switch this to the thing that allows it to play on the Switch, and it just works without a converter? Imagine that. That would be insane. Come on. By the way, this thing works excellently on the Switch. It feels really nice. I think I felt that. I did not. I'm surprised I got that. Whoa. Okay, here it comes again. I couldn't find it. Find the place for a second. Come on. Two more. One more. Come on. There you go. Oops. Got it. Part of 100%. The beginning is usually the worst part, yeah. Cavern is pretty bad. Jungle Bungle is also pretty bad. Okay, now we get to see exactly how much time this thing saves. If I even save time, because I did spend quite a bit of time trying to do that. It looks like I may not have saved any time, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm slightly faster than my average, and that was with me losing like 5 seconds to not doing the setup correctly.
Well, well. A power crystal.
Oh shit.
Yes, the crystal is mine. Ah! Keep back, you weak-minded fool. Avert your gaze or you'll go crystal crazy.
Oops, I forgot to grab Cortex. I think this will be a sub 7, unless I die. No, it's not gonna be a sub 7. Yeah, pretty average. And that's with losing about 5 seconds to fucking up the setup. Okay. Okay, cool. I should be saving way more time than this. Still 10 seconds ahead of where I was last run. That was sketchy. That was a really bad slide jump. Yeah, the biggest issue with Cavern is that you have no control over Brower strats. And Brower strats saves like 10-15 seconds. So and it's immediately after hover skip, and the level does not like to play ball, no pun intended. You can lose control at any point, and then you're done. Slip slide's also kind of bad. But slip slide's not as bad. If you know the physics really well, you'll be fine. Really, with slip slide. There's some times where like it just doesn't want to work, but the majority of the time, any issues in Slipslide can be prevented by knowledge. Cavern cannot. At least with current knowledge. With current knowledge, Cavern is, the Cavern issues are not really preventable. Oh yeah, I was on a run. Most of the time I'm on that pace, though. Yo, Saucy, thanks for the good luck. Yeah, I don't have that adapter yet, but I did some research on it. I also bought it myself. That I sent you. Oh, fucking hell. And supposedly the, so like the adapter I currently use, has like 50 milliseconds delay. Which makes sense. So, I'm gonna bank on that one that I sent you to see if it's gonna be any good. You and I guess, can test it together or something. It also works on PS3, by the way. So, you'll be able to use this controller on your PS3 instead of using a DS3. Why am I doing that? I don't need to get the checkpoint. You'll do the soft mod stuff along with trying to clean up your first party? Yeah. I would still get this Yo E3. I would still recommend getting this controller. I mean, it's cheap. Okay. Hopefully I don't mess up the... Hopefully I don't mess it up. Come on, get in there. There we go. There we go. Damn it. Wait, it's not over yet. Holy, okay, alright. This is like insane cavern movement, what the hell? Don't miss it, don't miss it, don't miss it. There we go, okay, alright, we're chilling. That's some insane, that was some insane cavern movement right there. I'm fucking hacking, dude. I almost lost all my speed there, cool. Okay, yeah, this saved me like shit tons of time. Like, I was on pace. What the fuck? Why you got the sauces? Bro said I got all the sauces. Subscribe to Saucy because bro needs money. Go drop him like 50 gifted subs. Do it. Trust. Damn. Whoa! Fuck off. Okay. I'm at the same pace as I was last run. Because I messed up.
The crystal is mine. Keep back, you weak-minded fool. Avert your gaze or you'll go crystal
Come on.
crazy.
For some reason, my camera doesn't want to focus. Okay. Pretty bad movement, but it's okay. I'm a little slower than last time by about 2 seconds, but if I get the next skip, then I'll be ahead of the last run. Oh, come on, man. There we go. I'll at least be ahead of last run. Understandable. Dude, look at that really fucking bad movement. Holy fuck. I mean, I'm ahead of last run, but damn, that was really slow. I'll be fine. There we go. Messing that up once is okay. It's not that big of a deal. Nice. Good. There we go. Yo, sir. Okay. Alright, take it easy, Saucy. How's it going? It's going. I'm not doing as well as yesterday, but My body's doing better, that's for sure. Okay. 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 Oh. Okay. I'm gonna lose a little bit of time, I think. I don't think I'll lose time off of my PB, but off of what I should be saving, yeah, I'm gonna lose time. Whoa. What? I've never been that far ahead before. Oh yeah, I was gonna try this out. What happens if I just imagine if this just somehow works? Oh. Okay, yeah. That doesn't work. That's what I thought. That would have been awesome. Bad that doesn't work. Okay. So, okay, so, ow, my ass! Ow. Oh. Oh, come on. That's a lot of time loss. This is a very bad jungle bungle. Very, very bad. Yeah. This might be a 318. Is it 319? Very close to hole in one. Okay, here we go again. Damn it. There's no way. Oh, it worked. Okay, cool. At the full throttle. No. I can't take that. It's too slow. That sucks. I was just it was just a bad rotation. If you get a bad rotation, you will fail it. But it saves about 7 seconds, and it's quite consistent. If you do it really fast, it'll save 10. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to save 10 though. Oh, damn it. That sucks. Oh, come on, man. Hover Skip really just wants to be a bitch today. Yesterday I was pumping out run after run after run. Buenas tardes, Jesús. Está bien. ¿Cómo andamos? Meu irmão. Gracias a Dios. ¿Y no gracias a ti? El omnipresente al Jesús. Pues sí, cómo te van las navidades? Pues sí. Lo sé. Eh, es probable que vayamos a cenar el pavo, el jamón, em, algo así, creo. Unas tartas. No. Pues sí, es que vamos a ir a la casa de mis bisabuelos para cenar. Pero es que no lo sabía hasta que hoy porque me envió un mensaje em, para informarme que vamos a ir allá. Pues es que tenemos lo normal de aquí, el pavo, el jamón, las tartas de manzana, tartas de calabaza, creo. Calabaza se dice, creo. Em, las las patatas, pero em, en ¿cómo se dice? Es que es como una pasta, pero o sea, una salsa, pero no recuerdo exactamente cómo se dice. Em, es lo más común en la gastronomía de Norteamérica. Mierda. ¿En serio? El pavo en la Nochebuena, sí. Pues depende. Normalmente es más común comer jamón que pavo, pero porque jamón, o sea, el pavo normalmente normalmente comemos durante el Día de Acción de Gracias. Carne asada y costillitas. Vaya, suena rico, suena riquísimo. Ensalada de manzana. Supongo que lo sabía qué es, pero por el nombre no. No es literalmente una ensalada con manzanas, ¿verdad? ¿O sí? Ah. Oh, man. Varias frutas y se le echa dulce. Vaya. Eso suena riquísimo, joder. Es interesante las diferencias entre culturas en la gastronomía, ¿eh? Espero que pudiera ir ahí el próximo año. em, para, para asistir en el Mames. Quién sabe. Pero creo que puedo. Pero el online sí puedo. Pues sí que a mí lo que me hace gracia. Lo que me hizo gracia era. A ver. Para postular mis runs, tengo que seleccionar otro país. Y suelo poner Estados Unidos en el. ¿Cómo se dice? En la primera plaza. En el primer lugar. Obviamente es porque mucha gente. No hay. Hay poca gente. Casi no hay gente de los Estados Unidos. em, que quiere. mm, quiere postular. Pero sí, quién sabe. Quiero postular en. Obviamente, este juego, en Crash Twinsanity. Em, lo veremos. Pues no me di cuenta que. Sí, exacto. Es que no me he dado cuenta que ya. Ya está cerca la Nochebuena, ¿eh? Exacto. Y no logré graduarme, pero no importa. Voy a tomar otro semestre más. Y ya. Voy a graduarme el próximo semestre. El semestre que viene. Eh. Exacto, exacto. Especialmente, claro, no lo sabías, pero tuve un problema en el pie después de una cirugía en que no podía andar bien, pero ya por alguna razón ya está arreglado. No sé cómo, pero pues sí, claro, tengo mi enfermedad, fibromialgia, pero ya soy más capaz de andar sin problemas ya. Yo, Matsuri. Claro que sí, ya siento bien. Ya me siento bien. Thanks for the good luck. Pues es algo raro porque hace 17 años tenía problemas con mi pie. 17 años. Hasta que tenía 13 años. Ya tengo 30. Y puedo andar bien. Imagínalo. Yeah, it has been a while. Not exactly doing very good, but it's just because my body sucks. A lot has happened. Do I have something on my feet? I'm wearing indoor shoes. I always wear indoor shoes now. I mean, I lived in Asia. It's a habit that I have not lost. Oh yeah, I didn't really talk about this on stream, I don't think. I think I made an announcement on Discord. Maybe I didn't. But I was just talking about it in Spanish. With Al Jesus. So my foot problem that I've had for 13 years has been fixed. Okay. So, yeah, I was actually explaining that. So, basically, yeah, so like I'll demonstrate it. So like I'm not gonna really show my foot, but so my problem has been like right here this whole time, right? And I had surgery here, which I have a scar that goes from like all the way over here, all the way to my ankle. And so what I did, this is exactly what I did. I took my right foot and then I stretched it like this, and all of a sudden it was better. That after 13 years after surgery, because I had surgery 13 years ago, but I've had foot problems since I was 13, which was about 17 years ago. So after that moment, while I still don't have I don't have full feeling in my foot, I now no longer have mobility problems, which is huge because, like, I mean, you know, for 17 years I've had no mobility problems because of a problem that I had surgery on, and then the surgery caused a different problem. So like while I still have fibromyalgia, like there's no like there's no, like, you can't just, like, fix that. That doesn't get fixed. I am now in the best level of mobility of my life since I was 13 years old. Though, to be fair, I was doing sports. I was doing track and field. Well, yeah, I just did it randomly. I'm like, my foot fell asleep. Let me see it. Let me see if I stretch it like this. And then I'm just like, my friend is talking to me. He's playing piano. And I'm trying to pay attention to what he's saying. But think about this, right? Like, imagine you just feel something change so fucking suddenly after doing something random. You're just like, how could you be there in the moment? I was not there. I was, like, checking stuff out. I get up, and then I walk around. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm walking different immediately after, like, 2 minutes. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Because I've had mobility problems all of my life. Well, not all of my life, but ever since I was in middle school. So that would be from 2008 to about now. I've had foot problems. And yes, that would also mean that, like, anybody that would have seen me during 2015, yes, I still had those, foot problems. It was a different one from when it started, because when I started, the only issue was that, my body was just attacking it. Because, there are people who are flat-footed, so my feet are fully flat. Well, my right foot's, like, kind of like this, and my left foot is like this. And so, essentially, in a very small subset of people, or it's like 45%-ish, they're, the bone around the ankle is fused with their joint. It's called a calcaneal navicular coalition. That's the medical term for it. I've never forgotten it. And in a very small subset of those people, the body understands that it's a threat and attacks it. And I don't know what the hell happened. Maybe I injured myself when I was 13, and the body just decided that this isn't it, and then it just kept attacking it and kept attacking it. So I was waking up every single night in severe pain. My parents just thought I was getting cramps from growing, because I was still growing at the time. I was 13. I told them, no, it's not, and they didn't believe me. That was the summer of my 8th grade year, right before I went into high school. And then in high school, I went to see a doctor who misdiagnosed me on purpose so he could get money, gave me steroid injections that sucked. And I had to take really powerful NSAIDs, which NSAIDs are the things that prevent inflammation. You know, like ibuprofen, paracetamol, things like that. I had to take those, and I had to take heavy doses for a while. We stopped going to that doctor, then Slade. And then, when I was 17, so that would be like 3 years later, that was in my penultimate year of high school, we went back to a doctor because I was tired of it. The guy said, oh yeah, this is a super easy diagnosis. I don't know how the hell the doctor missed it. And he said, well, you can have surgery, or we can try to do some aggressive stuff. And I'm like, I want surgery. He's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yes, make it go away. And he's like, but dude, you're still in school. And then my mom was like, wait until summer. And I'm like, okay. So I waited until summer, got the surgery, did not realize the healing time was actually 3 months. Summer's like 2.5. And because I have fibromyalgia, which I didn't know at the time, obviously, I would take longer to heal than most people. So, I didn't heal all the way properly. I we had to drop out of physical therapy due to not having the money to continue it. And I was almost there. I was almost there, but my feeling didn't quite come back. And so I kept taking these NSAIDs and all this other stuff, and then I decided to get off of them when I was 20, which sucked because I was just always feeling pain. I thought I was just used to them, used to the NSAIDs, and then I got used to it. Around when I was 27, my mom was like, you probably have fibromyalgia. I was not able to go to Mexico, no. When I was about 27, my mom said, you need to go to a doctor. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. You probably have it too. And I'm like, okay. Took 9 months to get into the doctor. The doctor diagnosed me with fibromyalgia, blah, blah, blah. And then basically, this year was the year where my foot problem just magically got fixed because I stretched the foot in a place and it, like, basically, like, it's allowed me to more or less just, you know, I can walk now properly. I mean, it still is gonna take a very long time. It's gonna take me a while to get reused to it. I have to, like, for so many years I've had a bad foot that, like, my brain automatically assumes it's always bad. And I need to retrain myself, which is gonna take years. I also need to retrain my muscles too, which I'm doing here and there. I would say most likely by this time next year I should be walking like a normal person again. And of course, I'm not saying this for people to, like, feel sad or anything. It's like, well, that's just how my life has been. And just imagine, after 2 minutes of stretching, my foot, like, it all just goes away. Yeah. And I shit you not, when it was, like, fixed and I started walking, I was walking sideways. Like, I was literally walking diagonally because my gait with my hips would sway to compensate. And so I was, like, basically trying to walk straight and I would walk diagonally instead. It was really funny. And then I kept asking my friends, like, am I walking differently? And they're like, yeah. I come home that night and then I said, hey, Mom, do you notice anything? She's like, no. I said, where's my limp? And she said, where is your limp? Oh no, I have been a very unfortunate individual for a long time. A lot of series of unfortunate events have unfolded. Oh my fuck. Why am I getting just this? The game doesn't want me to get out of Jungle Bungle today, I guess. But, like, anybody that has known me for a long period of time... Whoa, why my phone is on 14%? Uh-oh. I may have to turn off the webcam. A very severe injury? No, it's genetic. It was genetic. The whole time it was genetic. And I'm like, it never properly recovered. And it was most likely my fault, too. And, like, I'm not gonna sit here and say, like, oh, well, the doctor didn't do a good job. I don't think that's true at all. Because, like, especially if you think about it, even though I didn't regain all of my feeling, it's like 90-95%, the fact that I am able to walk right now like a normal person is nothing short of a fucking miracle, which means he probably did do a really good job. Like, despite the fact that the muscle had been, like, stuck for 13 years, it was still, like, intact. But yeah, fibromyalgia is also, genetic. Well, see, that's why they're working on, like, CRISPR and stuff. You know, to be able to modify the genes of the baby while the baby's developing to be able to, like, you know, not have these kinds of diseases, which they have successfully been able to, get rid of sickle cell disease in embryos. And then there's some people that are like, oh, I don't want designer babies. It's like, okay, but, like, if you've never had to deal with a genetic, like, a genetic disease that is debilitating, you wouldn't understand why that's such a, like, amazing thing. Like, there's one thing, if you have a genetic thing, like, say, fibromyalgia, for example, right, which is genetic, if you want to have children, you have to deal with the fact that you might be having a kid that has to deal with the exact same problems that you have. And there's absolutely nothing that the child can do, even with preventative care. And then you have to live with that guilt for the rest of your life, essentially. That you'll just have to watch your own child suffer. And it's like, okay, well, we have this thing that we could do to, like, prevent it. And it's like, oh, but I don't want designer babies. It's like, okay, but you know what? If I have a child, I would like that child to have a normal life. Fuck you. Like, look at Joker from Mass Effect. You could prevent that shit. Which, I don't think there's any cases of, anybody with brittle bone disease actually living past infancy. Yo, Jet, thanks for the good luck. This is pretty fast. That was probably a best seg, but I don't know if I made it in. Camera confused the shit out of me. Okay. 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 Get in there. Okay. So with that being said, I really hope that, I really hope that that stuff like, wait. There we go. I don't think I saved any time, but I at least got it. Yeah, exactly. Like, for example, not Asperger's, Alzheimer's is genetic. They find the gene for Alzheimer's, and they just kill it. No more Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is gone. Like severe autism? Maybe. autism is also genetic. Like, imagine having all of the positives of autism, because there are positives to autism, without the negative stuff. Imagine that. That's like, we as a species, we would have smarter children, more responsible children. Yeah, by the way, I'm, like, only gonna be about minus 11 or something. I lost time.
Well, well. A power crystal.
But I mean, right now, with how, like, my foot is, I still get, like, pain spikes. They happen randomly. It's probably because the nerve wants to wake up, even though it's dead. Or partially dead. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, do I care? Like, no, because my life is way easier now. Isn't messing with DNA playing God? Or disobeying God's will? No, not really.
The crystal is mine.
We do it all the time.
Keep back, you weak minded
Not
fool.
wanting to...
Crystal
Not...
crazy.
Okay. Not wanting to, like, have children with people that have birth defects is the same thing, but on a smaller scale. Like, if we want to go the religious route, I'm gonna say, like, then why would God allow humans to create it in the first place? Would you ever want to see your children suffer? No, not really. If you want to go the religious route, it's like, okay, if it's something that's beneficial, why wouldn't a creator want to see its children grow up? But then it's also the same thing of, like, why would the creator allow its children's own destruction? You know, like, allowing for, nuclear weapons and shit. It's not like, I don't think it's a test or whatever. If everything's a test, then that's just a lazy god, not a benevolent one. Couldn't see it that way. So no, I don't think it's like, oh, playing God. It's like, not really. And I mean, humans have been doing genetic manipulation with plants and animals. That's why we have dogs. We've been doing this all the time. It's just that now we're doing it directly instead of indirectly. You shouldn't let a religious answer get in the way of something that will positively affect humanity. I think that's a very dangerous game, because that slippery slope has led to anti-vaxxers. Of, like, a misunderstanding, and then some kind of justification for that misunderstanding, which causes a lot of people to die. Fuck off. You've been calling me every single fucking day. I'm sick of it. Go out, go away. Different from the one being a human being? No. Humans are not special. Yo, Smarkin, thanks for the good luck. No, if you think humans are special on, like... If you think humans are special in the ecosystem or whatever, you're very, very, very wrong. We're animals and living creatures just like everything else. Yep. The whole argument of, like, say, oh, well, we affect the ecosystem. Of course we do, but the ecosystem has mostly adapted to us. You leave the ecosystem, and then things happen that shouldn't happen because we now help the balance of the ecosystem. The whole idea of people saying things like, oh, well, humans aren't natural, things that humans make are artificial and not natural. Well, if you pull out of ecosystems, there's a reason why we have hunting season. Hunting season, without hunting season, things like deer would roam rampant and destroy other parts of the ecosystem. And it's like, oh, well, we made it that way. Yes, of course, but that's what happens whenever an outsider enters an ecosystem. The outsider either helps the balance, creates a new balance, or completely fucks it up. And then when that factor leaves, it fucks everything up. Like these ideas of, like, humans are special, or humans are, like, inherently above or different from other animals is extremely dangerous to the environment and the way that we think of things. That doesn't mean, like, say, like, we should start treating every single living organism like it's, you know, a human being as we do now. That makes no sense. But at the same time, trying to think that humans are special is not a good thing. It's never been a good thing. Trying to find that balance is a good thing. And like a lot of the arguments that would try to refute my point are usually religious, in saying like, oh, well, God created us a certain way. But the thing is that no matter what, humans are still different than we were 7,000 years ago. For example, if I remember correctly, the peanut allergy didn't even exist until 10,000 years ago. If we were created to be perfect, we wouldn't be changing, and humans are changing all the time. East Asians wouldn't have, they wouldn't be doing this kind of stuff. What are you joining into? Talking. Yeah. It's like... It's not a good thing to think about, things from a skewed perspective without thinking about it. Is this what Twinsanity does to a man? Yes. There was a purpose for this. The TLDR is that I have a genetic disease, but after many years after surgery, my foot healed itself. And now I'm just saying we should be able to do genetic engineering to prevent children from having a terrible life by inheriting genes that they should. And so I'm kind of saying, like, yeah, humans are not inherently special. Now, see, what is special is how the fuck did life exist? Oops. We have found the building blocks for life on fucking comets, dude. Think about that. Well, like, how in the fuck is it that, like, life just happens? Think about that for a second. We're made up of atoms, things that are not really animate per se. And those things are made up of things. And those subatomic particles are made up of things. And then those things are made up of virtual things that we can't observe. Blessed with the existence of cognition? How do we know that? How do we know that dolphins aren't cognizant? We're now starting to understand that that certain animals have the ability to use tools, have the theory of mind, which is the ability to understand the ability to understand that your perspective is not the only perspective in the world, which, by the way, children have to develop. They don't immediately have it. We have no way of measuring that. And dolphins are particularly incredibly intelligent. How are we to think that they are not, that they don't have cognition? We don't know. It's a possibility that the only reason why we may be the most advanced species in terms of intelligence, and we don't even know, because dolphins might actually even be as intelligent as us. It's just that we have no measure for it because we can't understand their language, which is particularly complex for animals. We don't know. We do have responsibility for the things that we do, that's for sure. It doesn't make us special or unique, especially in the universe. And I think that if there's something good, then you might as well do it. You might as well allow it. Yo, Ashun. Yeah, it's always the question of how do we know? How do we know? How are we sure? As a controller? Pretty good. How do we know that it's not our own arrogance that is getting in the way of understanding our own place in the world and also the universe? It's possible we're not the most intelligent species, but we are the ones who create the most complex tools. We don't know that. It's an interesting thought experiment of, like, what happens if we stop becoming the dominant species? What happens then? I mean, we've already had to face that with Neanderthals and Homo erectus. I think humans interacted with Homo erectus. I mean, we basically just, like, we fucked into Neanderthals, dude. Like, legitimately, we either just, like, completely destroyed them, or we, like, fucked them into our own DNA. Fuck me. It was a bad rotation anyways. I'll take it if I get Brower strats, but if I don't, then... One more. Come on. Okay. Crazy. I haven't been playing very well, unfortunately. Okay, my phone's still at 13%. Okay, we're good. I think we're good for another hour or so. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I really like this controller. I'm getting a new adapter not tomorrow, but not too long after Christmas. That's supposed to have less input delay than what I have. Plus, it'll also work on PS3, which is gonna be godlike. And this controller in particular should work out of the box on an Xbox 360. But yeah, right now, the only thing I'm waiting for... I had to attend the door. You know, the scariest thing is that we have been, like, we've always made fun of Neanderthals for potentially being, stupid. But there's been studies of how, like, how their skull is. The most mid-crash game goes to, that is a very dumb message to come into my stream with. Not because I don't respect your opinion, but the fact that you're shoving it down my throat like you would shove a dick down somebody's throat. I'm gonna have to ask you not to do that. That's very disrespectful. Buying stuff, you got yourself a PC? Nice. Please try again. Hey, this is actually a pretty good movement. Okay. Damn. You're paranoid. Ay, ay, ay. Damn, bro really said Minecraft is beautiful. With shaders, it really is. I'm not disagreeing with you, but you also have to understand that I find the idea of that ludicrous. No matter how true it is, that is never not going to be completely bonkers to me. That should make it, right? Yep. In the defense of Twinsanity, listen, I said I don't care about the opinion. I do not care about your opinion, dude. You can come in and chat like everybody else, but just, I do not care about your opinion. And I'm saying that with the utmost respect. It's just that opinion talk is never fun. It's always annoying. Somebody says something stupid, somebody gets mad. It does nothing to... carry a conversation. Unless the streamer is already talking about it. If the streamer's already talking about it, it's fine. But Nintendo TV 64, that's a username of all time. Yo. Any new ways? What do you mean? What's wrong, babe? You haven't touched your blocky game. Why would I play PS2 when Xbox is faster? Smart kid, help! I don't speak Russian. Your electricity died for 2 seconds. Somebody spoke Russian in my chat. I think it's in this chat. True. On the GameCube? There were plans for it, but... For the loadings or just in general? Kind of both. Mostly for loads. But I mean, like, there's a couple of other differences. They're very minor. Why is Xbox faster? Xbox is faster because of loading times and because of a thing called Xbox ledges, where there's these phantom ledges that happen, and PS2 and Xbox do handle them differently. Like that ledge that I just landed on PS2 it is a 1 out of 3 whether you're gonna land on it or not. On Xbox it is always going to, you're always gonna land on it. This doesn't work for every single ledge, but certain ledges cannot be landed on consistently on PS2, but they can be on Xbox. And then there are some that are semi-consistent on Xbox and nearly impossible on PS2. Like the ledge I use in any percent, that people always say, like, I can't get it. It's because they're playing on PS2, and it's like a 1 out of 100 to 1 out of 300 versus, like a 1 out of 4 on Xbox. please. I keep messing that up. So essentially, Xbox is always going to have an advantage, even if we eliminate loads, but it's not, like, it won't, if we eliminate load times, Xbox will not have a major advantage, it's just better. Doing speedruns? I mean, I've already talked about that a lot. It's kind of an honor, to be honest. Like, imagine you just being good at a game, and then the people that make a game you like playing get to watch you play the game. Kind of cool. To see me reset early. I try to, but sometimes I don't. I'm not exactly in the best headspace at the moment. Not because, like, I'm, you know, upset or anything, I'm just tired. I overslept, because I needed it. I haven't been feeling very well recently. I didn't find the glitch out of the Gate of Antagony. Oh, how did I get through? How did I get through the door at the end? Or how did I find it? Well, I didn't exactly find it per se. It was an old thing that was found on a different door that was never tested. And I just kept doing things until something worked consistently. It was kind of sort of random chance, kind of sort of not, because, like, I've been working, like, I've been doing a lot of, like, glitch hunting and stuff for many years. I have no idea what the hardest gem is, to be honest. Oh my fuck. Oh my fuck. I'm probably not going to keep that because I lost like 10 seconds to that. Yeah, that's why I don't go for that anymore. I lost about 12 seconds. I don't really care about the stuff on the Shantae, never played it. Damn, that's really slow. That might be a hole-in-one though. Okay, and now I'm going really slow. Okay. Maybe someday. Come on, man. I'm interested in running CTTR. I've been interested in glitch hunting it. Speedrunning it? No, the game feels like ass. Yeah, I don't really think of difficulty in terms of gems. I don't really think there's any gems that are difficult to get per se. It's always just the strats that you have to use. Yellow gem and slip slide, that's not even that difficult, to be honest. If you understand how, like, the reason why you fail it most of the time is that you're turning in a way where Crash is actually going off the ground, and then you basically have no control. When you know that, it's, like, fairly easy to just prevent. Yeah, it's more scary than difficult. I find the red gem scarier because, like, you have no control if you bounce with bounce and roller brawl. With Humilus Gate, you have the ability to control it if you're paying attention. If you're really paying attention, you should get the yellow gem most of the time. I very rarely miss it these days. Version. Safe warp. That is not the European version. That's only on the American Xbox version, as far as we're aware. I do play on the American version, but on 50 hertz. We have not found a place where the safe warp is actually useful. Actually, if I remember correctly, I was the first person to point it out. Or, like, maybe I was the first person to replicate it? Working only on PS2, there's no save warp on PS2. As far as, well, maybe there is one. A type, but PS2 version, I don't think so. Probably thinking of something different, but I cannot recall. No, why would I speedrun the Japanese version? Unless you're talking about NTSCJ for Xbox. In which case, like, there's no difference. It's literally the same ISO, just with a different serial number. PS2, if it's PS2, it's gonna be slower. Cannot recall a save warp on PAL PS2. Maybe Smarking or Dio can remember one, but I do not recall. Weird on Xbox. I think they look fine. I should have saved a lot more time. I really just botched everything. Yeah, save warping on NTSC Xbox. Also, imagine me not saying hi to Dio when I saw and acknowledged his presence in my mind. Common DOL. Yeah, if Dio doesn't remember an NTS or a save warp, I mean, if you have a video, If it's a beta video, I do not believe that, Dude, come on. Why didn't you let me jump? It's been doing this. Otherwise, you may be mistaken with, NTSC Xbox. Oh, come on. I vaguely recall something that Bandycraft found, but I don't think it was right to call it a save warp. This is probably cursed warp. Yeah, I'm not really sure why the game is just being an asshole to me right now. The game is being a huge asshole to me right now. I usually don't get stuck in Hub 1. I'm surprised. Okay. That was weird. I've been thinking maybe I'd like to wait until I get the new adapter before I actually start like trying to do runs seriously, because the adapter that I have is not great. I thought it was great. It's not. How do speedrunners always find glitches? See, that's a difficult question to answer. So it depends. Finding glitches, usually how glitches happen, like I would kind of like put them into kind of two different categories. One of them is accidents. So there's glitches that happen by accident. You know, things just accidentally happen, and then somebody goes in and they try to recreate it until they recreate it. Once they recreate it, then... Which, I mean, you basically just have to use the trial and error to figure out, like, okay, what does and doesn't work? What's placebo? What are we thinking causes it? And then try to isolate it until we figure out exactly what makes it work and what doesn't make it work. And then there's knowledge. There's the knowledge ones where people use prior knowledge to be able to come up with something new. Cursed Warp is a very good example of that, but usually you need to have levels of knowledge beyond like the standard person. The first type, where you just have accidents, you have to be very good at problem solving. The second one, you have to have a good amount of knowledge and understanding of the game itself to try to replicate it or do something with it. Like, for example, Cursed Warp, or rather Cursed Splash, required somebody who understood that touching a water plane stores a coordinate that allows you to teleport, and then getting a Cursed Warp, or getting into the cursed state, and then being able to put them together, and then understanding why when it initially didn't work, you had to use a different checkpoint. That requires a lot of knowledge that people particularly wouldn't understand. A lot of it is, for finding, it's usually scientific method. Which a lot of people don't think about, but finding glitches is a science. And it is very close to the scientific method of people making other types of discoveries. For doing them, it depends a lot. Some people are just naturally gifted at being able to replicate tricks. I'm kind of a mix between that and, like, breaking something down and figuring out how they work. I like to experiment and mess with a lot of stuff. So, like, especially when I practice, I pay attention to, like, say, oh, well, this isn't gonna work. Oh, this is gonna work. And try to, like, use that level of problem solving to, like, fix when things happen versus when they don't happen. Because when I practice, I usually don't like warm up or anything. I don't need to do that much. A lot of it is just like making sure that I understand when I fuck something up or not. And then I practice. I try to figure it out and then I practice. Once I have it down, I don't usually practice it that much. I just, like, check to see if my brain understands when I fuck something up or not. Why did you unplug? No, I like pulling off glitches and tricks and stuff. I've liked it since I was a really young kid. You didn't mean anything by it. Well, yeah, I understand that. It's, and I appreciate that you apologized. But you've already done more than a lot of other people have. Because most people would just call me a piece of shit and leave. Now, as long as you understand that my side is, like, it's not that I don't think that you should have the opinion, but it's like, it's always a thing of, like, just because you have the opinion doesn't mean you need to share it. Which is fine if one person does it. But the problem is when one person does it, it creates a chain reaction of everybody sharing their opinions. Until somebody... Until somebody says something that other people really don't agree with, and then it becomes a fight. And then everybody's picking sides, everybody's fighting, and it's basically like family during Christmas dinner. Like, I'm okay with a little bit of opinions here and there. Of course, like, I mean, it's everything in moderation, but usually, especially, and I hate to say this, And I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, right? I get it particularly from YouTube chatters. Of course, it's not like I'm always upset and annoyed, but it is the truth that, like, and mind you, I'm gonna say this with a level of bias. I've been a Twitch streamer for a long time, and I haven't been doing that much YouTube streaming. So, I'm very used to the things that happen in Twitch, not so much on YouTube. So if I react particularly harshly, part of it is because of that. Because I don't know how things can get on YouTube, so I want to be a little more harsh about it. And again, it's more so like, from my own observations. It's not really anything about how people do things, and it is perfectly fine that you have your own opinions. Yeah, I think that might be YouTube streamers, or people who particularly stream on YouTube. And it may just be a disconnect between people who are usually on YouTube versus Twitch. Because, like, my friends and I, in the Halo speedrunning community, which, I mean, most speedrunners are Twitch streamers, you know, been around the Twitch community a lot. There's one of our friends who's he's a pretty big YouTuber. He's got 200,000 subs. He's cool. We hang out with him and stuff. But we just see his chat, like, asking things like, do you think that Master Chief likes bacon or waffles for breakfast? And to us, that's like, why would you ever ask that? You're never gonna get a proper answer out of that. But from what I've understood with YouTube chatters, it's okay. Some streamers don't like chat to be debate zone. Yeah. But there's also another thing, and this is also, again, nothing against, like, YouTubers, is that engagement is huge for YouTube. So some YouTube streamers are gonna let those things slide even if it annoys them. Because it's good, because engagement helps the algorithm push their stream. And that's what people do. And I think that might be where the disconnect is happening, is that some streamers like it, but I would think that some are mostly allowing it because it helps engagement. Which would make sense why I don't get a lot of viewers on YouTube, because I actively don't care about random engagement. I just like having a conversation. Again, probably because I'm a more Twitch guy than a YouTube guy. But yeah, I apologize if I came off as rude. It's just I gotta be rough about it. Otherwise, it can turn into something that I'm not happy with. Tough love. And to be honest, I will tell you, I do like Twalk. I think Twalk is a pretty fun game. Come on, okay. Come on. One more. Come on. There we go. No. Nice. That is... I love how consistent that is. I just kind of wish that I wouldn't just, like, fuck up everything else. Because I should be saving, like, 5 to 7 seconds. I'm only saving, like, 3. Twalk, the Wrath of Cortex. Quack Tua, die. Please don't ego me. Okay, I did not get egoed. We are chilling. He knew what he was getting himself into. He still did it. To be fair, it's no 6-7. Okay, I'm only gonna be like minus 19 or whatever, but at least I'm out of fucking cavern. Holy shit. That was slow.
Well,
Yeah, I'm at Wrath of Cortex.
Crystal.
I go back and I usually do a 106% like once every year or so. Not bad. I like my new strats for this because I have not been getting hit. Oh,
Keep back, you weak-minded
my headset's dying.
fool. Gaze or you'll go
I don't have enough time, damn it.
crazy.
When's the next time I can... I'm gonna have to be quick. Yeah, I'm pretty far behind. Fuck, I don't have enough time. My headset's probably gonna die. Can't think of anything that I need sound cues for, luckily, but, the next time that I'm gonna have time to be able to plug my headset in is when what's it called, when I get zombie? Ser. There we go. Okay. Minus 26, not great, but because I should be like 20 seconds faster than this. Not that it's that big of a deal, because it really isn't, but... Oh, fuck me. And I get the slow death? Dude, that's just... That's annoying. Okay. No. Seren Smartkin. Mierda sagrada, tío, joder. Una racha de 3. Ooh. Mierda sagrada, yeah. Literally, holy shit. Dude. So I found out because of stop doing that. So I found out that because fucking Greek has basically the same accent as Spain Spanish. If I learned Greek, I probably wouldn't have an accent. Yeah, Twins is just being brutal today. This has pretty much been everything. I have not the furthest I got was just before Ice Climb, and the reason why like I got and the reason why I died was because I was too far forward and I was like didn't know how to react. Yeah, I don't think I would learn Greek, but if I were to learn Greek, I would probably not have much of an accent. Because, like, I listened to it for the first time, like, a couple weeks ago, and I was, like, going through an existential crisis listening to it. Because, like, the accent is just so fucking close. It was funny because my one of my professors last semester was Greek, and his first name was Gerasimus. And he was like, he just said, call me by my last name, which I'm not going to say his last name because I don't want to dox him or potentially myself. But he's like, don't say my first name, just call me by my last name because English speakers can't say Gerasimus. And I'm just sitting there like, Gerasimus, that's not hard to say. Oh, his last name was even more Greek. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, Ser. I got one of my friends to play... fucking, Mass Effect for the first time. He romanced Liara, and then I'm like, dude, just wait until you can romance Tali. He's like, no, I'm gonna stick with Liara. Guess what he didn't do? He did not stick with Liara, he went straight for Tali. He also accidentally activated the romance, or started the romance with Jack. I'm not where I'm supposed to be. Listen, the fucking bastards at BioWare didn't allow you to romance Tali in the first game. I think I saved no time with that. Doing that? No. I think it was even. Damn it. I should get about 515. Reaching the wheel. Never mind. I'll do like 3 more attempts and then I think I'm gonna be done. My phone's dying and it's been about 3 hours of me just being stuck in Hub 1. In 2026, you'll learn Mass Effect. Dude, you said that a couple years ago. But then he's gonna be like, but I did do Darksiders. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's like you said for the longest time you were gonna get back to Darksiders. You finally did it. You took the record. So this time, I believe you. There we go. That corner cut was beautiful. I shouldn't have done that. Maybe a 56, and then you just, like, take the record. Did you make anybody come back? Or are the guys, like, done? You don't think anybody saw it yet? I just got a proxy slide. That was kind of crazy. Nope. Okay. I hate failing that. Yeah, just like me with the 105 here. Is like, it's kicking my ass. And people are like, 105, but you have a 109. And it's like, yeah, my PB sucks. It splits over 1K. Dude. The fact that I had more attempts in Twinsanity in Twinsanity any percent when I got the 942 than Niftsky did in SMB1. Which is kind of low, yeah. Dude, come on. Damn it! Yeah, bro, strats. Okay, we're good. So the worst part is that with that trick, by the way, there's just a chance it's not gonna work. There's just a random chance it won't work. Well. Power crystal. Yep, as if twins didn't have enough tricks that randomly won't work. Yep. 2 more attempts and then I'm gonna be done for today. That has basically been the story of my life for all of my attempts recently. Or at least today, is just like the game just doesn't want me to continue. I mean, I could run for another hour or so, but then I'll probably just get upset and get annoyed, and not exactly a smart thing to do. Also, my phone's at 8%. Last attempt. Well, fuck that. Yeah. I'm still recovering from having a really bad fibro moment. And I mean a really bad fibro moment. That lasted like a week and a half. I'm probably still under it, to be honest. I'm just not feeling it right now. Okay, this is the last attempt of the day. I'll try to make this as resetless as possible. I am surprised I did not die there. Very good movement. Not so good movement. Yeah, I was on fire yesterday. I was getting like 312s and shit. Today, I'm just not doing as well. And you know what? That's fine. Oh, neat. What say you, game? Okay. He said, hell no. Okay. Okay. There we go. Now we get to see how much time that actually saves. Yeah, there we go. Okay, alright. Okay, let's see how much time that saved me. Oh. About 5 seconds. I'm equal with my fastest pace-ish. I think I'm a second off. Never mind. I'm like 2 or 3.
Well,
It's worth. Yo, Sustain, thanks for the good luck. Unfortunately, you're at the tail end. This is my final attempt. But yeah, that saved me about 5 seconds. Okay. Sustain scared me out of doing more attempts. SMH my head.
the crystal is mine.
Sustain scared you out of your Discord account.
Keep back, you weak-minded fool.
Feliz Navidad. Gracias.
Crystal craze.
Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. 60D Scrug. I think I'm on best seg pace. I'm kind of curious about this. You have no idea? Wait, they just randomly gained access to your account? Yeah, I know, it's from a Christmas song. Feliz Navidad y prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna... Yeah, I know. How do you think I knew? It has an English part. Yes, it does. I was about to say, did I get stuck or something? Yeah, see? This is supposed to be, this is how my runs are supposed to be going. At fucking 11:30. That's crazy. Bro's about to get his lunch money stolen. Whoa, okay, calm down there. Finally, good movement. What the fuck, dude? Only an hour? True. Online for a long time, I know, sir. I know, right, sir? Me neither. Come on. Whoa! Yeah, the game is trying. It's trying. It's not doing a very good job, though. Okay. It's still kind of sort of sub 13 pace. I don't know why I didn't do... Okay. One day the Three Musketeers, me, Sarah, and Smartkin will be in the same room together. One day. You know what? This is what I'm gonna say. When I finally get to go to Japan, I'm gonna make sure that I stop in Europe somewhere. I don't care if it takes longer. I want to meet these motherfuckers. There we go. My second sub 13. Stardust Crusader's ass journey to track them down. Speaking of... Why isn't water an insta-kill? I have zombie. When are they coming out with season 6? Or season 7? Yep. March? Let's go, dude. Okay. Yeah, that's basically like the thing of saying, like, there is no... Yeah, there's no reason for me to continue. Okay, let's see if there's anybody to raid. Probably nobody. No, there were 2 seasons of Stardust Crusaders. No, I'm not gonna work with raid. Yeah, there was part 1 and part 2. Season 2 was Stardust Crusaders part 1. Season 3 was Stardust Crusaders part 2. How did bro not know this? Also, I'm not gonna raid anybody. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like putting in the effort. So yeah. See ya, everybody. Maybe tomorrow, maybe